know that they wanna do all the shit I've been doing, but they cannot do it. I whip through my city, my gang rolling with me, no time to stop, we keep it moving.
What up, y'all? And welcome to the first ever C. Wilkins TV vlog, episode 1. And today I wanted to speak upon something that I've been recording an album on. And the album is called No Hate Society, and the album is genuinely just about what it says. No hate, being hated on by society, being bullied, especially being bullied. Like, that's a very big concept within the album. But, I just wanted to bring up being bullied for you guys and kind of give you guys an inside look at what inspired the album, as well as hopefully give you guys an idea of what it's like to be bullied and what those of us who have been bullied go through, and how, what you guys do, like all you bullies out there, how you guys make those of us who are being bullied feel and what we go through. You see, as a victim of being bullied myself, I know what it's like. I grew up in high school, being bullied my entire life, and still am, especially on social media. I get it all the time, within my music, within my gaming, and just in general. Like, I get a lot of hate. And in one of my songs, I talk about this girl who I just actually wound up recording the song for. It's called Feeling Numb, and in the song I talk about this girl who, has been bullied at school and goes home every day and acts as if everything's fine because her parents don't really understand, the severity of what is really going on. And her parents, they basically ignore it, and instead of, getting her help, they take her to a doctor, and then the doctors say that she's fine, but in reality she's not. She thinks about suicide, and all this stuff is going through her mind because she's being bullied. Because, kids at school are messing with her, treating her like shit. And genuinely, she's not okay. She needs help. And ultimately, because nobody listens, and, nobody would be willing to take the time to sit down and talk to her, she ultimately, takes her own life. Because, nobody would be willing to reach out and, lend a hand. And it's truly sad, and that's the type of thing that a lot of, people nowadays that are being bullied, whether it be at school, whether you're being abused at home, neglected, whatever, all that stuff ties in to suicide. The bullying, the neglect, the not having anybody to talk to about your problems, the suffering, the pain. And I myself am a survivor of suicide. I've attempted it multiple times, and and ultimately I found help. I was able to reach out and get help. And, I know what it's like to be on the edge. And let me tell you firsthand from experience, it's the worst feeling ever. Like, I would have kids at school every day just not only physically, beating me up and shoving me in lockers, pushing me downstairs, calling me short, ugly. When I started losing my hair in high school, they started calling me baldy. Old man, because of how my hair looks. Like, you guys can't tell, I'm actually going bald. because it does run in my family. That's not something I can help. That's just how it is. But, you know, I got called all these names, and that's not what really got to me. What really got to me was the bullying that occurred and still does occur a lot of the times on social media. And a lot of teachers and parents don't take cyberbullying very seriously like they should. See, what you guys don't realize that, you know, whether you have a brother, sister, son, daughter, or whatever, that's being bullied on the internet by random people, it's not that easy to just escape it. You can't just, you know, turn the computer off and get away from it. A lot of the times what these people will do is they will create multiple accounts, whether it be on YouTube, whether it be on Facebook, Vimeo. I've seen it a lot on Vimeo. I've dealt with it on Vimeo in one of the worst ways. I was actually tricked into doing, you know, certain things with this girl, not knowing that she was filming me. And, you know, the video wound up getting put up on Vimeo. She was over 18. She was like 25. But on the video, she put that she was underage when she wasn't, trying to get me in trouble and trying to get me arrested for something I didn't do. And ultimately, yeah, the video got taken down, but the point is, these people are cruel. Like, you go on social media these days, it's so easy to reach out and mess with somebody. It's not as easy as people might think it is. It's not as easy to escape it. Because these people make multiple accounts, or they get their friends to help them out in bullying these people. Like, a good example was this girl that was on a episode of Catfish Internet Trolls. Actually a very favorite YouTuber of mine. She was bullied. She actually had a very bad past growing up as a kid, which ultimately at the age of 18 led her to doing adult films for a while. And then she got out of it and stuff like that. And decided, you know, hey, I don't want to live this kind of life. You know, I want to find something I'm good at. And ultimately she found her place in doing gaming for, you know, Twitch and YouTube and stuff like that. Amazing videos. Like, her content is incredible. Her name's Maria Rose. She's got some amazing videos. Or is it Rosemary? I forget which. I'll have to look it up, but, you know, like, a lot of people don't let her live her past down. Because a lot of these people find who she is, and instead of judging her by her content and what she's doing now, they judge her by her past and what she did. And when her dad passed away, she did a GoFundMe to, you know, pay for his funeral and stuff like that. But a lot of people on Twitch were messing with her, saying that it's fake, that she's a fraud, and this and that. And at one point, she did think about taking her own life. And thankfully she didn't. She's still around to this day, making amazing videos as always. But I honestly feel like, you know, people don't take bullying on social media as seriously as they should. They really don't. It's a very big issue that does need to be dealt with. It's so easy to mess with somebody these days. And I feel like, you know, enough is not being done. Which I did reach out to Heart Mob, who, if you guys don't know, I'll leave the link to their stuff in the description. What they do is they go in and they help people who are being bullied. Like with several of my songs off of Bloodshot Records, which is the record label that I'm currently under. You know, they went on there and just commented. I got like a bunch of random people commenting just this negative, just evil stuff. Just, I mean, evil to the max. Like, just some of the worst stuff you can imagine somebody saying on the internet. That's what they were saying on all my videos. Well, not all my videos, but a pretty good portion of them. They were, you know, commenting all this negative stuff, and, you know, I finally said enough is enough, and I reached out to Heart Mob, and, you know, I said, hey, look, this is what I'm going through, and they did help. You know, they helped me in a very, very big way. So, thank you, Heart Mob. Shout out to you guys for helping me out. You guys are freaking amazing. Love you guys. Thank you guys so much for the support. But if you guys are going through, you know, suicide troubles, or you're getting bullied, you know, reach out to myself. Reach out to, you know, the website Heart Mob. And if you don't have access to any of that, reach out to a friend, to a family member, somebody that actually understands what you're going through. Because this internet bullying is just as real and just as bad as real life bullying at school. You guys might not think that the bullying on Facebook and YouTube is real, but trust me, it is. And that bullying is what leads to the suicide, the depression, the hatred. And ultimately, these kids getting bullied is what leads up to them growing up and going back and committing these horrid, awful, awful murders and crimes. Because they don't have anybody to reach out to talk to them, to say, hey, this is what I'm going through. Can you help me? Honestly, the internet bullying, it's got to stop. We need to start being kind to one another. Instead of tearing somebody down, we need to start building each other up. And, you know, and if you do see somebody being bullied or you notice it, whether it be on, you know, like I said, Facebook, MySpace, which is still around, ironically. I didn't think MySpace was still around, but it is. So, what up to everybody on MySpace? Yes, I still have MySpace, I just don't use it that much. But whether it be on there, whether it be on Facebook, YouTube, Vimeo, any social media site where, you know, somebody can be bullied. If you see somebody being bullied on any social media website, no matter where it's at, stand up and say something. Because those people that are being bullied need somebody like you to help them out. They need a good friend. You know, and like I said, if you yourself are being bullied, like I said, reach out to a friend, to a family member, to a police officer, a teacher, somebody that you trust to help you out. Reach out to them and say, hey, I'm being bullied. I want this to stop before it gets out of hand. And just know that if you are thinking about suicide, you're not alone. I was there once too. I know exactly what it's like. When I was bullied really bad on social media at one point, to where it was like back like 2, 3, 4 years ago, when I was being bullied so bad that I actually tried to hang myself in my closet. And, you know, and the feeling that I had it was indescribable almost. I honestly felt like, you know, the world would be better without me. I really did. I felt like you know, the world was better off without me, like I wasn't worth anything. Until a friend of mine saw what I was going through and stepped up and said, hey, what are you going through? I want to help you. You know, sit down and talk to me. And we must have sat down and talked for like 2 hours. Maybe even more, I don't know. I wasn't keeping track. But, you know, I know what it's like to be on the edge and what it's like to want to just go away, feeling like you want to disappear from the world. You just want it to stop. Like, you just want the bullying, the hatred. You want all that stuff to stop so bad, and I get it. I really do. I've lived that firsthand. And I want those of you out there that are thinking about suicide and are being bullied, I want you to know that you are not alone. And if you are being bullied, don't be afraid to reach out to myself, to a friend, a fellow YouTuber, reach out to my subscribers, reach out to me, like I said. And if you are being bullied very severely, go down to the link in the description, click on HeartMob, go there, sign up, and talk to somebody. They are there to help you. They will help you just like they helped me. And, that's what they're there for. And, I want you guys to know that I'm here for you as well. I want to build this channel not only as a music channel, as a place to promote my music and post up my songs, but I also want it to be a place where I can come on here and vlog and talk to you guys and try to help you guys out and give you guys an escape, even if for 20 minutes a day or so. Because I know what it's like to be there, and I hope that this video does help you guys to let you know that you are not alone. And to anybody out there that isn't taking cyberbullying and internet bullying seriously, you need to start doing it, because that person that's being bullied that you're not doing anything about, I guarantee you they're thinking about suicide. So reach out to them before it's too late, because cyberbullying and internet bullying is some of the worst bullying there could ever possibly be. That is bullying at its worst. And a lot of the times bullying gets taken too lightly and it needs to be dealt with. But with that being said, guys, this has been Chance from C.TV or C. Wilkins TV, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. And I hope this video helps you. And if you guys did enjoy this, don't forget to hit that like and sub button down below. Love you guys. Peace, love, and be good to each other. And if you see somebody being bullied, help them out, because they need a good friend, and you're that friend that they need.